How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today I want to talk to you about the cryptocurrency market, and we just had something that has never happened before in the cryptocurrency market, and a lot of people are wondering, is Bitcoin dead? And I can prove that. I want to talk to you today about all this and talk to you about the state of the market. Where could we actually see Bitcoin fall? If you don't mind hitting the like button and subscribe button, I really do appreciate that. Helps out the channel a lot. If you've never seen the channel before, or if you've watched and not subscribed, I would highly suggest it. I try to get you the information as quickly as possible, so turn on that bell notification. Also, there is a link down there to Margex. There's a code down there to get some nice bonuses too. I'll talk more about that later though. Now, the cryptocurrency market is down pretty significantly here today. Bitcoin is down 7%, Ethereum down 7%. You can see the whole market is down 5.6%. We're down under $900 billion. You can see some liquidations coming in. We have $280 million in the last 24 hours, so a sizable amount, but nothing compared to where we were just a few days ago. And we did something that we've never done before. Bitcoin's never seen this happen. We fell below the high from the last bull cycle. You can see we went to about 19,500. Now we fell down to about 18,700 today. We're sitting around 19.1 now, but this has never happened. We've gotten closer and closer each cycle to touching the last tip, but now if you had bought 4 years ago at the very top, you would actually be at a loss if you had never taken any profits and bought at the worst time. But keep in mind, if you had bought pretty much anywhere else here just a few years ago, you'd still be up almost 2x, if not more. So Bitcoin has fallen down a lot. You can see just massive liquidation wicks. This is why we're moving down $6,000 in a week. And a lot of this has to do with Three Arrows Capital being flushed out. I mean, at the high, they were worth $18 billion. Now they're probably insolvent and getting liquidated all over the place. We also have Celsius, which a lot of people think the whales are trying to get them down to their liquidation price, which is right around 13,600. A lot of people think we might actually touch that. Now, if we look at something maybe a little bit more bullish, is the fact that we've never gone below the 200-week moving average for very long. Usually it's just a few weeks. We've been underneath it now for 1 week, or this will be the first week. And in the past, we've fallen up to about 30% below it. If we look at the 200-week moving average back from 2020, you can see that we did fall below it. It was right around 5,500, and we fell down to about 3,900, which is almost exactly a 30% drop. If we did that same drop here, our 200-week moving average is at about 22,500. If we fell down 30% from the 200-week, that would be about to 16,000. So we could fall further from a variety of different things, whether it's whales trying to push down the price. I think if we got down to 16,000, there would be a lot of buyers. Obviously, there are a lot of buyers right now, but this is very oversold. Just to be clear, this is the most oversold we've ever seen the weekly. We're in terrible economic conditions. Keep that in mind. The weekly is right around a 26, under 26, and the fear and greed index is at 6 right now overall. So this is a terrible time in the market. We have inflation, we have the Fed fears just over rising interest rates, we have war, the Luna collapse and UST collapse, Celsius collapsing or pausing withdrawals, Three Arrows Capital collapsing, a $20 billion hedge fund, regulation coming, USDT fears, recession fears, housing collapse, stock market collapse. We have a lot going against us right now. And you can see that because there's just a lot of people wondering, is Bitcoin dead? This is the most that we've seen. This is just over the last week. Over the last 5 years, we've never seen a spike like this. And a lot of people are just wondering about Bitcoin in general as well. The fact is, a lot of people are looking up Bitcoin more than we've seen in a very long time. So a lot of people are wondering if Bitcoin's dead. Now, I'm going to talk to you about that. But first, I do want to talk about Margex, a partner of the channel. Keep in mind, they allow you to long and short on leverage. This is a very risky time to be doing that. So if you do that, just put a small portion of your portfolio in it if you're an experienced trader and you want to do that. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine as well, right? Now is a risky time in crypto, but some people really do want to do that in this market. They're looking for alpha, they're looking for return, and they want a place to do that. So let's talk about Margex. Now, before we go any further, I want to talk to you about a massive sign-up bonus that's available on Margex. Now, Margex is a partner of the channel. There you can long and short cryptocurrencies from Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, EOS, ADA, Solana, and more. They make it super easy, and you can see you can go on leverage up to 100x. I'm always very cautious and don't use leverage myself, but I realize some people are traders, which this bonus is going to really help those traders. But I realize that some people like to trade and want to long and short the market. That's a little bit risky and a little bit advanced for even what I do, but you can use Margex to do that. It's one of the easiest to use platforms out there for longing and shorting on leverage. Now, something that a lot of people worry about with going long or short on leverage is the fact that a lot of the time you can have massive wicks that do liquidate a variety of positions or a good amount of positions. Now, something that they have on Margex specifically is something called an MP shield. This protects users from price manipulation and prevents liquidations. Now, I'm going to leave my link underneath the video, and when you use promo code FRIEND15, I'll leave that underneath the video as well, you get a 15% bonus on your deposit amount. So if you deposit $10,000, you get $1,500. Now, you can only use these for trading fees, but this also goes a long way. So check out the links underneath the video. Remember, promo code FRIEND15, and thanks Margex for sponsoring this video. Now again, approach leverage at your own risk. I don't use leverage myself, but some people want to be able to long and short. So there you go. Now, we have another cryptocurrency that is falling, Magic Internet Money. Apparently they accrued about $12 million in bad debt as a result of Terra's sudden downfall because liquidations couldn't happen fast enough to cover the protocol's MIM liabilities. So now they're depegged as well. From $1, they fell pretty quickly down to about 93 cents. I am careful about everything right now. Like all the exchanges that I'm keeping money on, I have spread out, so that way there's less risk if there's any problem with any exchanges. I'm mostly with bigger exchanges. Again, like with Margex, you use it for a specific reason, and maybe you keep some money on there, but I'm spreading out over multiple exchanges. I am careful of stable coins as well. I don't even have anything in USDT right now, which is a lot less risky than something like MIM, but still, there's a lot of risk when it comes to the market right now. Like it seems like there's no risk in a bull market, but now with everything falling apart, there are a lot of risks. So you have to be careful with where you're putting your money right now. Now, is Bitcoin dead? No, Bitcoin's not dead. The fact is it's being used and adopted more and more companies are using it, more and more companies are building with it. And the fact is this is just a really dark time in macro, honestly, right? So many people are losing money wherever you put it right now, whether it's in stocks or housing. A lot of people think housing is going down. But the fact is we are just in a terrible macro environment, and Bitcoin's never really seen a macro environment like this. We've never had rates this high with Bitcoin around. So this is just a new environment to approach. I still think that Bitcoin is going to get back to all-time highs several years from now, if not earlier. It's going to depend on the macro a bit. But if we look 3 years out, 2 years out, I think Bitcoin's going to be in a really good spot. So today I bought, yesterday I bought, a couple days before that I bought. I think now is a great time to be stacking, and I think people will be kicking themselves looking back and saying, I could have gotten $19,000 Bitcoin. Because even if we just get to all-time highs again in the next cycle, and we don't even go much past them, right? All-time highs are 3.5x from here. So that's a really good return over a few years. Now, of course, I could always be wrong. You always have to do your research. But usually when people are wondering, is Bitcoin dead? That's usually a great time to be buying. When we are seeing things that we've never seen before, like us touching down below the previous all-time high, that's usually a good time to be buying. Now, of course, I could be wrong. There can be more liquidations, right? We can always fall further. You have to be ready for that, especially with Three Arrows Capital being out in the distance with someone else trying to touch this. Just get ready. Be ready, because now is a great time to be at least paying attention, if not adding pretty significantly, because I think pretty much everyone that likes crypto will be adding at some point here very soon. Now, I want to be clear about something, and sorry for my computer sounding like we're in an airport or we're having a plane take off here. I want to be clear about something. Just because I'm positive doesn't mean that this is super fun. Like, the fact is, this sucks, right? The market's being down day after day, week after week. It sucks, and I understand that, and I'm not trying to pretend like I don't feel that, because I definitely do. Some of this stuff is stuff I've never experienced before, like just having exchanges that you don't trust anymore, like to keep your money on. I had to move the majority of my crypto off an exchange the other day, and that's stressful. Like, not trusting stablecoins is stressful. Not knowing if what you're buying is going to fall down another 50% is stressful, and I get that. But we will come out the other side. I think that's just something that most people need to understand. It's something that I feel pretty good about. I really don't question whether we will come out of this stronger after a certain time, because everything's so bad. I can't imagine, knock on wood, I can't imagine it gets significantly worse over the long term, right? Like, it can go down short term, and that would suck, right? For a lot of people, it sucks seeing your bags go down. But over time, I think this is going to be just a really good buying opportunity. And we can only look at the past, right? We can only look at the past to see what will possibly happen in the future. And typically, this has been a great time to be buying. So even though it sucks, try to go outside, try to get some fresh air, try to hang out with friends, try to hang out with family, try to get away from the computer a bit, and enjoy your life a little bit. Now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll let you get back to your weekend. Bye.